Hi and welcome to this video about what skills do you need for affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing is actually one of those areas of internet marketing where you actually don't need many skills, and those skills you do need can be quite rudimentary, which is good. You can get away with being the proverbial jack of all trades and master of none, so long as you pick some good products and find ways of getting your affiliate links out in front of people. So that's what we're going to go through on this video. And in approximate order, and with no definitive skill level other than basic or beginner, you'll need at least several of the different skills that I cover here to start making your affiliate marketing a success. Could even be a case of less knowledge is better in some areas, as you're likely to overthink them otherwise, so don't panic if you're a beginner, it works. Now, first thing is the ability to choose a niche. And choosing a niche is probably the most important part of affiliate marketing. If you choose one that's too narrow, there just won't be enough products to promote, and you could struggle to get enough customers and affiliate commission. If you choose too widely, you'll be competing with what seems like every other affiliate on the planet, plus generalist sites such as Wikipedia and all sorts of other ones, WebMD if you're in the health field, and even news results, because Google will move those in on some of the more popular phrases as well. So choosing a niche for your affiliate marketing doesn't have to take long. Go to Amazon, choose the shop by department option that seems to get smaller with every redesign, almost as though they wish they hadn't got it, but they still have. Choose books, and then drill down, because there were over 1.8 million books in the business and money section when I just checked, and that's still too big by a very long way. So drill down, use the number of books available as a quick guide as to whether the niche is likely to be good for you. It won't tell you the precise number of books, and it won't tell you the number of affiliate products available. And as I said, it definitely won't tell you the number of duplicate formats, Kindle, paperback, hardback, different editions, all that kind of thing. You have to drill down further for that, but it's a quick and easy guide. And you can also get a snapshot of the number of new titles published in the last 30 and 90 days, plus Amazon's estimate of how many are out coming soon. So pick 2 or 3 areas or niches that interest you. Don't make a bucket list, just enough to be able to move on to plan B if the first one you research doesn't seem to turn out as interesting as you first thought. That said, if you're feeling lucky, you'd probably get away with just choosing one niche and going back to Amazon if that didn't work once you did a bit more research. As I said, don't spend forever on this. Part 2 or skill 2 is the ability to do some quick research, and just cover that to an extent. You need to know whether or not you can monetize your chosen niche. If you're somewhere that Amazon is still accepting affiliates, then you might decide to just use the research from step 1. Create some content and see whether or not the niche interests you longer term. And that can be a quick and easy way of just putting your toe in the water and seeing what happens. And that could sound lazy, but given that none of us knows what the true search figures are and none of us knows how well or badly our sites will perform, it could be a good attitude. You might decide to be the jack of all trades, concentrate on one niche per month for the next year, and then come back to each site in 11 months' time, which is roughly when you get the domain renewal notice, to see whether or not it's getting traffic. Keep the ones that are getting traffic, drop the ones that aren't. Just a thought. Certainly I know people that have done that and it works very nicely. If Amazon don't like your state or your country, and that happens, then you'll need to do a bit more research. ClickBank, it's going through a lot of turmoil at the moment, but they've got a lot of potential digital products, albeit the quality is, shall we say, variable. That's been kind and generous. And as long as you can work with their very subpar marketplace search, you'll be able to do a quick test as to whether or not there are products you could promote as an affiliate. Again, quick and dirty, but at this stage of the research, that's all you need. You don't know if you're going to get any traffic or anything else yet. And there are lots of other product marketplaces out there, places like Commission Junction, Share a Sale, and so on. Or you could just do a search on Google for your niche and add the words affiliate program, and that'll turn up enough results most of the time. As I said, at this stage, you're just finding out whether or not there are products you could earn an affiliate commission on. Well, you don't know at this stage whether you're going to get accepted, because if you haven't got a site, you probably won't, because they're a bit twitchy like that a lot of the places. Amazon aren't as much, although they can be. ClickBank don't care, but a lot of affiliate programs worth the money are more picky. So, if it's yes, you're good to go. If not, it's back to plan B, the second niche you may or may not have researched at this stage. Or you could outsource steps 1 and 2. Because if all that sounds like too much like hard work, you can splash out something like $5 on Fiverr and let someone else do the research for you. There's plenty of people willing to do that for $5. Most of them, they major on whether or not you can make money by putting Google AdSense on your site, but that's a good enough proxy for whether or not there are products being sold in that niche, because if there are products being sold, there's a high chance affiliate commissions are available. It seems to work a lot of the time. Sometimes you might need to do a little bit of lateral thinking. For instance, if you chose, say, landscape gardeners as a niche, they're unlikely to have an affiliate program or even have a clue what one is. But quite a few of those same landscape gardeners, or any other real-world niche you care to name, would almost certainly be happy to pay you for a nice commission for every lead that you found for them, especially if a decent number of those leads turned into sales. They're always looking for more leads, almost always. Yeah, sure, it's not strictly an affiliate deal, but it's very close. You're getting a commission as a commission-only salesman, and that's what an affiliate is in real life. Third skill, creating a website. You'll need a domain name and somewhere to put it, some hosting for it. For that, don't buy them in the same place. It's just common sense not to, or certainly good sense not to. Domain name should probably be at least loosely related to your niche. Use an extra short word or even a single letter at the end of your chosen words, rather than choosing a domain name that would compete for the longest ever word. And don't use hyphens or numbers, they just look spam. Hosting, don't buy it through your domain name provider, even though they'll hassle you for it. Again, it makes sense to do it separately. Choose a shared hosting package, which is normally the cheapest option, and start small. You can pay to add on extra domains later. You don't need hosting. You don't need a separate hosting for each domain, which is what your domain name provider will try and do, and that actually mounts up to more than a shared hosting package pretty fast. Then use the simple install option, usually called a one-click install, to install WordPress and put it on your site. Then install some other useful plugins to your new site and get it up and running smoothly. It's too long to go into on this video, but if you need hints on that, just drop me a message. And depending on your technical skill set, you can do all that in about an hour or two, or you could use Fiverr again. There's $5 to research the domain, and another $5 for someone to basically click the one-click install for WordPress, plus maybe some extra money if they install some of the plugins, but really that is money for old rope. You might be scared about it, don't be, it's easy. There's not much skill involved in this step. All the best domain names got taken years and years and years ago. If they ever come up again, they come up for big money. But there's still some very nice ones around if you put your thinking cap on for a while. And the rest of the process is pretty much clicking next and doing a few searches or following some YouTube videos if you're really not sure. Don't worry about the WordPress theme. That's the design. Leave it at the default until you get some traffic, or just leave it at the default, which is what I do, and get over the worry. You'll be the only one fretting over the new look and feel. Your visitors are just visiting you for your content. They're not going to say, oh, that site's pretty, or if they do, they're probably not going to buy. So ugly actually works better. Fourth skill, adding content to your website, and arguably this is the most skilled part of the process, and a lot of people make a big deal out of creating content. But if you're able to explain your niche to someone else, you're perfectly able to create content for that niche, because that's all you're doing. Answering questions, that's probably the easiest route to follow, mainly because most people can answer a question on a topic they're interested in, and the topic really should be one you're interested in. If you can't think of the questions people are likely to ask, type in Google, or Quora, Yahoo Answers, or a forum, and choose the questions that crop up with monotonous regularity. Why? Because they're the ones people are always asking. It's pretty much by definition. It doesn't matter, the question's been answered so many times, even an insomniac would fall asleep before the number of sheep they counted got to the end of the number of times the question's been asked. In fact, that's a really good sign the question's worth putting on your site more than once. Because by definition, people aren't finding an answer or aren't finding the answer they want. And you won't fill the complete gap, but that doesn't matter. You just need to fill enough of the gap to get the occasional visitor and then move on to the next question. It's a numbers game. If you run out of questions to answer, ask them in a slightly different way, just reword them. Or expand on part of your answer and make it an extra piece of content on your website, linked from the previous answer if you remember to do that. If you don't like typing content, do videos or audios instead and just put a few words around them. That's not ideal. Search engines really, I know this is video, but search engines thrive on the written word, but videos can still work. YouTube proves that. And if all that's too daunting, take a lead out sites from like YouTube and let other people create the content for you. Because you really can get free content for your website. It's not as difficult as you think. You may even be able to get people to pay you to put their content onto your site. I do that on one of my sites and people are happy to do that. But whichever methods you decide to use, do something reasonably regularly. Because one lone piece of content will just drown in the oceans of content that make up the web. An individual page rarely gets many visitors. It can be exceptions, but rarely. And there's even a site that hunts down unplayed tracks on the music site Spotify, and it's thought that maybe 1 in every 5 of the tracks on Spotify have never ever been played. That's what a site does. Yeah, crazy. So don't sulk if no one visits one of your pages for a while. That's just normal. Just keep creating more content, and every now and then check which is the most popular piece or pieces and create more of the same. And while you're creating content, put in appropriate affiliate links, because it's easier to do that while it's still fresh in your mind rather than leaving it for another day and thinking, oh, I've got 100 posts now to go through and try and put an affiliate link on. Just do it at the time. And fifth skill, the ability to keep going. And we can all do this. It's not really much of a skill, even though it's treated as one. Persistence, yeah, very, very necessary. It takes time for things to happen on the web. So if you give up too early, all your efforts will just be in vain. You'll have wasted your time. So keep going. And okay, there's a fine line between being persistent and being foolish. You'll need to judge that for yourself. Personally, I find that affiliate payments are a really good monitor once you start to get momentum. If the affiliate payments are coming in, it's worth doing. But as long as you don't leave your profitable domains to expire, and as long as you don't pursue the unprofitable ones for too long, you should be fine. Remembering you're only having to get, well, the domain's roughly $10 a year, hosting probably no more than $10 a month, and can be shared across many sites for that price. You could get up to 100 sites probably, and you wouldn't go over the unlimited, in quote marks, limits on your account. So your sites really don't need to earn much in the way of affiliate commission to keep their head above water. Sixth skill, and the final one I'm going to cover in this video, is the ability to know when you need help. Because, okay, this is where I do a quick sales plug. Because you know you can get help from me, starting with the free video, I can't type, that's linked below this video, and if you want to, moving on to other things. But it is a free video, apart from swapping your email address for it. And your choice. But I think it's better to seek out help when you need it than do something stubbornly because you think you know everything. So, go out and do it. You don't need many skills to be an affiliate marketer, and I hope this video is, well, appraised you of that fact. But if you need help, click the link below this video and take it from there. Thanks very much for watching.